It was a scorching afternoon in a remote village in Kenya. The air was heavy with dust, and the faint sound of children playing mingled with the occasional cry of animals in the distance. Angelina Jolie, dressed simply in a loose white shirt and khaki pants, stepped out of a jeep. She was there as part of a humanitarian mission with the United Nations, visiting areas affected by severe drought and famine. As she walked through the village, her eyes scanned the surroundings. Small, makeshift homes built from mud and tin stood scattered across the arid land. Villagers gathered under a lone acacia tree, their faces marked by exhaustion and desperation. Among them, Angelina noticed a young boy sitting apart from the group, his frail body hunched over, clutching his stomach. His dark eyes, though sunken and tired, carried a haunting depth that stopped her in her tracks. "Who is that boy?" Angelina asked a local aid worker. "That's Kamau," the worker replied, his voice tinged with sadness. "He's 7 years old. His parents passed away last year during the cholera outbreak. He's been struggling with severe malnutrition and sickness ever since." Angelina's chest tightened. She approached Kamau slowly, kneeling down to meet his gaze. "Hi, Kamau," she said softly. "I'm Angelina. How are you feeling?" Kamau looked up, his voice barely audible. "I'm tired," he whispered. "It hurts." Angelina placed a gentle hand on his shoulder. His skin was hot to the touch, and his body trembled under her palm. "We're going to help you," she said firmly. Over the next few hours, Angelina worked tirelessly alongside the aid workers. They arranged for Kamau to be taken to the nearest medical clinic, located hours away in the city. The boy was too weak to walk, so Angelina personally carried him to the jeep, his small frame feeling impossibly light in her arms. As the vehicle bumped along the rugged dirt roads, she held Kamau close, humming softly to soothe him. At the clinic, the doctors confirmed what Angelina feared. Kamau was suffering from advanced malnutrition and an untreated intestinal infection. His condition was critical, and immediate intervention was necessary. Angelina stayed by his side, refusing to leave even as night fell. She held his hand through every injection and IV placement, offering words of comfort and encouragement. "You're so strong, Kamau," she said, brushing a strand of his curly hair from his forehead. "You're going to get through this." Days turned into weeks as Kamau began to recover. Angelina made sure he received the best care, covering all his medical expenses and arranging for him to have a safe place to stay. She visited him daily, bringing small gifts, a book, a toy car, a brightly colored blanket, each time lighting up Kamau's face with a smile that had once seemed impossible. One evening, as they sat together on the clinic's porch, Kamau looked up at Angelina and asked, "Why are you helping me?" Angelina's eyes softened. "Because everyone deserves a chance, Kamau," she said, "and because someone once helped me when I needed it most. It's my turn to do the same for you." By the end of her stay, Kamau was strong enough to walk on his own. He hugged Angelina tightly as they said their goodbyes, tears streaming down both their faces. She promised to stay in touch and ensure his continued well-being. Years later, Kamau's life had transformed. With Angelina's support, he had access to education, proper nutrition, and a loving foster family. He grew into a confident and compassionate young man, often volunteering to help others in his village who faced the same struggles he once did. One day, Kamau received a letter from Angelina. In it, she wrote, "Dear Kamau, you are a reminder that even in the darkest moments, there is hope. Your strength and courage inspire me every day. Never forget how special you are and how much you can achieve. The world needs more people like you." With love, Angelina Kamau framed the letter and hung it on the wall of his small but bright home. It was a constant reminder of the woman who had not only saved his life, but also ignited a fire within him to make a difference. And so, a single act of kindness in a small Kenyan village rippled out to touch countless lives, proving that even the simplest gestures can create a profound and lasting impact.